Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a Walking Dead video for today, leading up to the start for The Walking Dead Season 8. In this one first, we're going to give our thoughts on a recent article where we have Austin Emilio and Seth Gilliam who kind of tease a lot of explosions, apparently 10 explosions per episode for The Walking Dead Season 8, and then we'll take a look at some other new pictures. Alright, so it's been a few days since making a Walking Dead video, so I definitely wanted to make one for today for you guys so we can go over a few things. We got some new news items that we're going to take a look at this interview here, and then some other new pictures as well. It's just a couple questions. We don't have too many, but just a couple. And of course, we have Fear the Walking Dead, which is on tonight, which I'm pretty excited for. So this one, The Walking Dead is teasing 10 explosions an episode for Season 8. The Walking Dead has always been a dark and brooding show, but things got a little too slow and heavy for a lot of viewers in Season 7. This season featured multiple kicks to the teeth for Rick and his gang, who were unable to respond with much more than clenching fists and the occasional tear. By all accounts, that's set to change for Season 8, which will follow the all-out war storyline from the comics. We're exactly 1 month away from October 22nd premiere date, which means it's time to really start pumping fans up. And boy, are the cast of The Walking Dead excited for what you're about to see. The show has taken over Entertainment Weekly magazine, and there have been some really cool covers if you guys haven't seen them from Entertainment Weekly, some, I don't know, celebratory covers, this kind of cake and things like this. Butt grabbing, you guys know how Norman Reedus likes to grab butts, right? Particularly male butts. Most of the time. So that's fun. And it's full of the kind of hype normally reserved for monster truck rallies. It's an effing in-your-face, action-packed 6 of adrenaline, says Austin Emilio, who plays Dwight. Season 7 was the ramp-up, and now this is the blast-off. The stuff that's happening is insane. Father Gabriel actor Seth Gilliam topped even that description, saying Season 8 is like a Schwarzenegger versus Stallone action thing from the 80s. It's like, yes, yes. I think there are like 10 explosions an episode. Every time you turn around, somebody's shooting something or blowing something up. There's some serious action that I don't think we've seen on television since the A-Team went off the air. All that destruction and mayhem is likely to cost a number of cast members their jobs, but most don't seem upset about the inevitable thinning of the herd. It's all in service to what is being promised as a fast-paced action romp, the exact opposite of what we got out of Season 7. So it's pretty exciting, man. I mean, that's what I think a lot of us wanted to hear for sure. Season 8, really, it does have to be that. I think Michael Bay fans will be satisfied. I think you have to have, a ton of action. You have to have a ton of explosions and, just all that ramped up, all that goodness. So I am happy to hear that they're kind of confirming for us that, yeah, there's going to be tons and it should be really exciting. Because, we have seen some people, drop off for sure this year with Season 7. Not as many people as hyped for Walking Dead as what we normally get. I have one here from Mark Monopoly who says, is it me or is there no hype this year? The buzz for The Walking Dead seems to be dwindling. So, I think with Season 8, with all the explosions and all the action and the craziness, that it really should get people excited for Walking Dead again. I think that Season 7, the show been on for a long time. They've done so many episodes. They've added on Fear, which I think maybe has just caused people to kind of burn out on even a little bit faster, because as soon as they introduced that, the ratings for the original series started to come down a little bit. So, it definitely does make sense that, because it's been on for so long and everything, and because of the way Season 7 went, that a lot of fans weren't too pleased with it. I certainly have seen it here in the channel with you guys, just not as many people as am for Walking Dead. A lot of people that were big-time fans, comments starting to become a little bit more kind of negative, or just, not enjoying it as much as usual. So I think this year will turn around, man. We haven't seen that killer trailer yet. Like last year before the premiere, there was the kind of released part of the Season 7 premiere where you had Rick and you had the axe and that kind of stuff and the blood splatter and everything. And they didn't show us exactly who it was. but you could kind of see, like, you could see some parts of it, and everyone went crazy, and it was all so exciting and everything. So that might be the most hyper anticipated for Walking Dead ever that we'll ever get to, is the season 7 premiere. I don't know if they're going to ever be able to pass that in terms of hype up, but this season it's a different kind of hype. It's a hype where it's like, we're hyped for the whole season. We're not just hyped for one episode to find out who Negan killed. We're hyped for the whole season to get to see all the events of All Out War, to get to see all of the action, and to get to see how great Walking Dead can be. Really, if this season doesn't kill it, if this season isn't like amazing for Walking Dead, then the show, I would think, might be starting to fizzle out. So we'll see. I think they're going to bring it, though, and I think the show's going to go on, well for many, many years to come. Fear the Walking Dead that's another that's another discussion, whether or not Fear is going to continue. But I have faith in the Walking Dead crew. I think that they are going to do a really good job, and I think it's going to be really great this year. And just a few new pictures that we haven't covered yet or given our thoughts on yet. Links will be in the description so you guys can check them out. And I did do a couple videos this week, one in particular, which featured a bunch of pictures as well too. So if you missed that one, including the All Out War banner, it's going to be in the channel, so you can check that out. I'll put it in the end videos if you want to watch it after this one. So yeah, this first one, a pretty brutal looking walker. Looks like he's mostly decayed, and I mean, that's one of the things you really notice when you watch Fear the Walking Dead, I think, is the zombies in The Walking Dead are at such a higher level, I want to say, than the Fear the Walking Dead zombies. I mean, they just, oh man, they really look like zombies. It's not just like a person with a little bit of makeup on. Like, you really get the sense here that this is, undead, half-charred, burnt MFer coming right at you. Like, half his face is burnt off. Just really brutal, really scary. You need that. You need that for it to look like, a zombie apocalypse movie if you're going to shoot one every week, as JDM has said. This one as well, too. Oh, man, so brutal. We won't spend a long time on these because they are really gross, but of course the zombies are decaying over time as we get further into the zombie apocalypse. Zombies are getting more and more brutal, more and more gross, just coming apart at the seams. Really malnourished one there. Then we have, of course, Seth Gilliam, who plays Father Gabriel, which is pretty fun. I am looking forward to getting to see some of his lines with Negan, as we saw in the trailer that he does look like he's going to get stuck with Negan and the Saviors. So that's going to be pretty funny, and I like that in season 7 too. There's some good funny parts in season 7. A lot of times people hate on season 7, but if you think about it, there's some pretty funny stuff in there. Like if you look at the part where Service, where Father Gabriel meets Negan for the first time, and Negan calls him out on being creepy as hell, right? That's really funny. So I'm looking forward to this, though. It's going to be, he's wearing his brown jacket, right? He's got the brown jacket, so that's good. That's fun. Then we've got Austin Emilio as Dwight. Not much new here. I mean, we kind of saw him kind of brooding out here last season. It does seem like maybe one of his favorite spots to come and just kind of brood. We'll have to see how he kind of fits in with the war, and when he eventually turns against the Saviors 100%, should he do so in the TV series version. We've got Rick, and in the background you can see at the left we've got Daryl, some of our other survivors possibly getting ready for the attack or something. We'll have to see. It may not even be from the premiere of this one. It could be from a few episodes in or something, but yeah, so it's pretty cool, wooded type area. Maybe could they be going back to the ocean side? I wouldn't think so, but you never know. Then we've got another one here of kind of everybody together. You've got the leaders standing up on the truck. You've got Rick, Ezekiel, and Maggie, really cool, and everybody kind of around them showing their support. You can see the armbands, most likely representing which community each character is from, because they don't all know each other that well, so that makes sense. Looks like Alexandria is white, and let's see, green, and then we got green, and we've got, I think it was orange too in the trailer, right? So, yeah, so we'll see, but the speeches, we've seen a lot of the speech stuff in the commercials and that kind of stuff, so that's okay, but I kind of want to just see, the war, just get started with the war. Then we got this one, is really cool. That's what I'm talking about. So we got Daryl on the bike. I used it for a thumbnail this week, so you guys have briefly seen it, but it's just a really cool one for sure. Nice to see Daryl get a bike back and a bow, and yeah, it'll be good to see if they do win the war this year, how Daryl reacts to Dwight after this is all said and done. How he, is he going to forgive him for all the things that Dwight did? Is he going to try and kill him? Like, it'd just be, interesting to see for sure. You know, stealing his bike and all that stuff, right? So, and also if Sherry's going to come back this year. So, but it looks very actiony, and that's really cool. That's one of the best things about having Daryl in the show, is that you can use him for some of the best action sequences for sure. So, looking forward to seeing him this season a lot. Then we have some kind of character portraits, so to speak, which we don't have one for everybody. Hopefully they'll release those before the season starts this year. I usually do a video where we go over kind of all the portraits with some music and stuff, like kind of like a preview video. So that's going to be cool. So we've got Andrew Lincoln as Rick, of course, in the blue denim, so to speak. Like a jean shirt type deal. And then we've got him with Daryl. You know, pretty cool. I just kind of like it, high contrast and everything, which is pretty sweet. We do know that we've seen a part of the trailer where him and Daryl are out on some kind of run. So I have to see what's going on with that. If they're trying to find the junkyard group or something, not sure. Probably not from the first episode. Maybe from the first few episodes in or something. Second, third, or fourth, maybe. Hard to say. Then we've got Carol, of course, Melissa McBride as Carol. So looking forward to hearing a lot of stuff about her this season. That she's going to be very important, and that we may see her, you know, involved with the battle quite a bit. So that's going to be fun to see. Definitely looking forward to seeing a badass Daryl and a badass Carol again. We've got Eugene, speaking of badass. Definitely got to respect the hair, that's for sure, right? He's in his savior mode, which is pretty cool. And, you know, I've been really enjoying, you know, like him on the loudspeaker in the finale is really funny. So again, you know, there is some good stuff about season 7. You look at the finale, you look at some of the comedy in it. It certainly has more comedy than a lot of the other seasons of Walking Dead. And I think Eugene, he's genuinely funny for sure. Molten Metal, definitely. Then we have Simon, who is Negan's number 2. Originally, Stephen Ogg had auditioned for Negan, but he didn't get it. But they liked him so much they created a role for him, and I think he's perfect as Negan's, you know, right-hand man, because he's so similar. He's so similar to Negan, and you'd think that if you have a boss who acts that way, that his lieutenant or his right-hand man, his second in charge, would be similar to him. And I do feel like Stephen Ogg as Simon is similar to him. So that's cool, and you know, he's been doing a pretty good job in the show, and looking forward to see some more comedy from him as well too. Then we got Neegs just on some stairs, which is kind of funny, looking like serious, like he's ready to go to war, but he's thinking, he's pondering. Maybe he's wondering, well, how's this going to go? What's going to happen? Oh my goodness, I'm not sure. Then we've got Rick and Michonne kind of standing off, action-y pose. Maybe are they surrounded? Is something happening? Not sure. Looks pretty exciting. Got Daryl and Carol, which is fun, pushing the bike and all that. Maybe a topic for video this week. Do we think we may finally see them in a relationship? There are a ton of pictures of the two of them together, so could we finally see this season Daryl and Carol enter some kind of relationship after all, or will it be Carol and Ezekiel? Have to wait and see. Then we got Neegs. Oh yeah, for sure. You know, can I say my favorite character in the show right now? Maybe I can't say that, but one of my favorites, right up there with Rick and Daryl for sure. And you know, going to be fun to see what they do with him this season as well too, and how the war plays out. Should be lots of fun, man. So that's it for this video today, guys. Write your comments below. Let me know what you think. How are you feeling? Where's the hype meter at for you this year? What do you think about these new pictures? And if you like the video, don't forget, thumb it up below. If you want to see the other pictures, check out these end videos here. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you again soon, probably tonight for Fear, and then of course for the review and all that good stuff, and have another Walking Dead video for you guys in the next couple days. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. See you guys soon. Well, I hope you're wearing your subscribing pants.
What?
Your subscribing pants. Because you're going to subscribe to this channel wearing those pants.